Sports welcomes you to the following present.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Ooh, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
It's a gain of 21.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Open man downfield. That's Ingram. Out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And he'll take it on in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He gets it to go. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos 7, Bills nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
From the 33, here's second down and 7. From the gun, here is Allen. This one reeled in on the sideline by Shakir.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down, they need 5. Here's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. In motion, Shakir. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Buffalo.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Gain of 6.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off, hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
We'll try and run here with Cook.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Broncos offense is going to take over now for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. For Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. He'll bring this up to the 22. T.J. Sanders there to make the play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. Here's 3rd and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. He finds Mims. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos extend their advantage to 14-3.
Bills 3.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now Allen on 1st down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
On 2nd down, Allen. That one complete to Moore. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, on 4th down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. the offense will take over. The Broncos offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Now to throw it here on first down. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
This one complete to Sutton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A 52-yard attempt.
What's his kick? Is good. And the Broncos going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Chenault. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Allen working from the pistol. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And he'll be brought down up the 35-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, as good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. He's going to be a little short of the first down there. He's up to the 45-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. And even 30 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. The side that open man is Knox. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Third and 7. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Short pass taken in by Knox. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get.
24-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now Codrington to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. A decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. This one caught right side by Knox. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bills 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw once more, here's Allen. Stretching the field is Knox. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
3-yard line.
I think they saw something earlier in the game that showed some vulnerabilities in the deep defensive coverage. Then the execution, not only for the route runners to be in the right spot, but then for the quarterback to find his matchup, find the spacing.
And he's in! Khalil Shakir! Touchdown, Buffalo! Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try it with Cook. And he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal.
14.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Matt Milano there to stop him.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Back to throw is Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
1st down and more. He's inside the 35. And he will score. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
14.
Touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Now Cotrington to return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. Back into the hands of Shakir. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
This one complete to Palmer.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Off the play fake, it's Allen. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Allen going to give it to Cook. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Nick Bonito there for the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. 2nd down and 8. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen now on 2nd down. John Franklin Myers gets it for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd and long.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and rip?
Now, remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. We're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. The ball comes out. The Broncos have it. Past the 40 to the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
31, Bills 21.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Chenault. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets them a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
That's taken in. It's James Cook. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To the air once more is Allen. That one on target to Moore. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Bills. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
It's the score. Broncos 31. Bills 28.
They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He'll give it to Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
35-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here comes 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Second and 11. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.